how bad is this a look for the NBA that we're not going to have LeBron this year in June?
This is really bad for the NBA.
Forget June.
Number
April.
one, like here's when we drill down on the details, what we see, right? Like, number one, the story that LeBron always had a free pass to the finals in the East, that wasn't going to happen in the West, is true. But we did want to see how he fared against those Western Conference teams once he got to the playoffs, because we also know that LeBron in the last 4 or 5 years is a totally different player in the postseason than the regular season.
Yeah.
He elevates his game. We are not going to get to see that. And maybe we wouldn't have even had they made the playoffs because of he was hurt or whatever, okay, or maybe he's older. But I would have liked to have seen that. It would have been good for basketball to see what LeBron could. Now, others would say, well, he can't even make the playoffs in the West. That tells you what you need to know. Maybe, but I would have liked to see how they did in the playoffs. That's one. But here's the bigger picture, and you pointed to it, Molly.
What?
Who's the biggest star in the NBA? Biggest star in the NBA.
Right now?
Yes. No,
I still feel like it's LeBron.
By far.
Yeah.
The biggest star.
Yeah.
He has been the star of the playoffs for 8 straight years, all the way to the finals.
Yeah.
He's the biggest athlete in the world. Don't tell me some soccer player. LeBron James, at least in the Western Hemisphere, that people care more about him than anyone else. LeBron, in North America, LeBron James is the star of the show. Imagine if Seinfeld, suddenly they didn't have Seinfeld on one season. It would be kind of not the same. Might still be a good show, but not the same. That's what the NBA playoffs are without LeBron James. They're missing the star of the show. It's okay if someone else could take the crown by force, but let's see it. We're not even going to get to see it. Of course that's bad for the NBA, Stephen A.
I disagree with you. I don't think it's bad for the NBA at all. Well, let me take that back. I'm not trying to say that the NBA wouldn't prefer to have LeBron in the playoffs. I mean, my God, he's LeBron James. Of course we would. What I'm trying to say is that the NBA has blessed us with enough superstars to want to watch on national television, to speculate as to where this league can go once LeBron James fades into the twilight. It happened with Jordan. It happened with Julius Erving. It happened with a lot of stars. Magic and Bird and Isaiah and all of these guys. There's always somebody else. There is always a successor in the world of professional sports. When we look at the Houston Rockets, you're going to try to tell me that James Harden ain't box office. You're going to try to tell me that Steph Curry ain't box office. You're going to try to tell me that Kevin Durant can't be box office. You're going to try to tell me that Giannis ain't box office. You're going to try to tell me we're not interested in seeing what Kawhi and Toronto does. We're not interested in seeing whether or not Boston's going to fold come playoff time. We're not interested in seeing what Philly's going to do with Ben Simmons and your man, my man Joel Embiid. We're not interested in this stuff. The fact of the matter is this. It would be worse to me if LeBron had went to the playoffs and got bounced out in the first round, because we would have thought he's in the playoffs, so we would have anticipated that he would go forward. But the fact that we've known in advance that he won't be there, and we've got time to prepare ourselves and percolate for this upcoming postseason, considering how competitive it's expected to be, because there's no foregone conclusion anywhere in the West or the East, I think there's an absolute lot to look forward to. And I think when people ask this question, you got a whole bunch of LeBron lovers out there, including Jamie Foxx, who Instagrammed me complaining about me being reminding LeBron, excuse me, you came to Laker Nation to win a chip, not to make the playoffs. And, of course, Jamie Foxx and others want to come to his defense because the apologists always come out of everywhere for LeBron James, okay? And then maybe that's not his fault, but the narratives of that Rich Paul is somewhere. Rich Paul is upstairs. It's up in L.A. right now, watching and ready to complain about something, because God forbid we say anything about LeBron James. Did you know that, Molly? I mean, don't let me put my ticker up there right now. Great father, great husband, great director, great actor, great businessman. I mean, did I leave it? Philanthropist extraordinaire. I can't leave it, because God forbid, Max, we talk basketball and there's a scintilla of criticism about LeBron James. My God, for God forbid that even though he's King James, but he's not a champion, that would happen to be the Golden State Warriors. God forbid I actually point that out. So now we got Jamie Foxx worried. I'm waiting for 2 Chainz or somebody to get at me next. Well, you know, whoever else showed up on the shop. But in the end, what it comes down to is very, very simple. This ain't bad at all, because the NBA is about the present and the future. And if LeBron James ain't a part of it, for this particular moment in time, so be it. He himself said he's looking forward to the rest. Why can't we look forward to him resting and watching somebody else other than him? He said it.
When Michael Jordan went away, there were plenty of stars in his absence, great stars with big personalities, like Shaquille O'Neal, for example, let alone Kobe and all these different guys. It wasn't the same. The NBA took a huge hit because Michael Jordan was the guy.
Let me do my Austin Powers
have a
move right here.
question, too.
You do understand that you are alluding to Michael Jordan going from being a champion to retiring?
Yep.
Not losing the last two finals and then missing the playoffs. That's a different scenario.
Right. That's right.
That's not the appropriate comparison.
That's right. But Jordan on those LeBron teams, Jordan's better than LeBron. Like Rich or whoever else. I'm sorry. Jordan's #1 player of all time. LeBron might be 2. But Jordan on the teams LeBron had would also have lost to the Warriors. I mean, it's an unfair. No player in the history of basketball on that Cleveland team would have beaten the Warriors. Let me say quickly, Molly, that Harden and Giannis and all these other guys you mentioned, let me get back to Seinfeld. No Seinfeld.
Seinfeld?
Yeah, Seinfeld. Remember the show Seinfeld?
Okay.
George Costanza, Kramer, Elaine, Newman. Well, it'd still be a funny show.
Newman.
I'd still watch.
Newman.
It wouldn't be the same, would it?
No.
The star of the show's not there. The star of the show isn't here. There's not
Can I ask one question that I've been sitting here for 30 minutes?
I can relate.
Excuse me.
I can relate.
One question, star of the show. Is anybody thinking about why didn't LeBron and Kyrie just stay together? Come on. The Celtics are struggling. The Lakers aren't even the
what have I
Why
said?
didn't they stay together in Cleveland? It would have been better.
Everyone thinks Kyrie is heading to the Knicks, right? If I'm LeBron James, he has to humble himself right now. Pick up the LeBron. LeBron has to humble himself. They need each other more than they realize. Pick up the phone and let him know. Let Kyrie know, brother, I need you. You're going to have the keys to this franchise. You don't want to be in New York in that dysfunctional place. Come to L.A. I'll bet you it works.
I don't think it would happen, but I don't mind that request, Max. That doesn't bother me.
I don't think them splitting up was necessarily the smartest basketball move. We will leave it there.
They could be Kobe and Shaq gone right.